Please be seated. What a glorious morning the Lord has given us today to celebrate our graduates. Families, friends, faculty, staff, trustees, and community members, this is the big moment our students have been working toward, and we're so glad you're here to celebrate their accomplishments. Commencement at Louisburg College is the pinnacle of the academic year. It is a joyful and dignified event that honors the accomplishments of many students. All participants attending the ceremony are reminded that cell phones and other electronics should be turned off to ensure that all guests can hear and enjoy the commencement activities. We have a parent quiet space in the lobby of the auditorium. Our photographers are positioned to capture the best possible photo of your student's special moment. So out of respect for those around you, we ask that you remain in your seat when he or she comes across the stage. Please remain silent during the awarding of diplomas and express your excitement in ways that will not prevent others from hearing the speaker and enjoying the ceremony. Commencement closes with the recessional of the graduates, the faculty, and the platform party. Guests are asked to rise and remain at their seats until the graduates have left the auditorium. President Brown, as Vice President for Academic Life at Louisburg College, I respectfully request the opening of the 2023 Louisburg College commencement exercises on this 20th day of May 2023.
Dr. Lockhart, Louisburg College faculty, trustees, graduates, family, and friends, by the authority vested in me by the Louisburg College Board of Trustees, I declare the 2023 Louisburg College commencement exercises open.
We will now have the invocation from Reverend Amanda Bunce.
Let us pray. Creator God, today we give thanks and rejoice for the persistence and discipline that has led to the completion of academic work. We are thankful for minds and energy which are gifts from you that bring us to celebrate this day. We give thanks for teacher and learner, for administrators, and for encouragers that stimulate our minds and stretch our understanding. We give thanks for knowledge gained through observation, research, experiment, through trial and error until discovery enlightens a path. We give thanks for educational ventures, for studies that lead to healing of body and calming of troubled minds, for those thoughts and concepts that lead to mending of relationships, for sciences that help us understand ourselves and the environment in which we live, and then free us to be good stewards of universal resources for the wholeness and benefit of humanity, for words enriched with meaning to enhance communication, for understanding of forces shaping our past gained through history, literature, philosophy, and classical arts that give us sight to understand the present and the future, for artistic training that has power to move the heart as well as the mind, for educators who give their lives to help others learn to overcome physical, emotional, economic, and societal limitations. Bless all that has been learned by these graduates, And may their learning be the seed that will bear fruit in their living, not simply for their gain, but for the benefit of all people. Grant that our unending quest for knowledge and wisdom might not lead us to arrogance, intellectual idolatry, self-sufficiency, or false pride, but that it may enrich our shared humanity. Grant that our faith might be built on courage to question rather than fear new truths. Bathe us in humility to know that in this world we will seek to balance on finite scales knowledge and faith that will be united fully only in the coming of your kingdom, when then we shall see fully that which we now see only in part. We pray that while we recognize the occasional tiredness in our bones and in our hearts, that we call upon the strength of you, O God, that we might be the best person that you have created us to be. Yes, let us be the good that we want to see in others. Let us work to be the change that we seek. As we renew these goals in our hearts, let us say, Amen.
Good morning. Welcome, parents, friends, faculty, staff, administration, trustees, and most importantly, our graduating class of 2023. My name is Brian Sanders. I'm the Executive Director of the Business Studies and Social Science Department, in addition to being the co-chair of the Faculty Senate this year, which is why it's my honor and privilege to be able to speak to you guys today. I know some of you graduates are thinking, I thought we were done with this guy. Here we are having to listen to him again. Last time, I promise. I will say you've shown growth. Nobody asked me on the way up if this was going to be short and we were going to get out early, so you guys are really showing some growth. I appreciate that. I thought long and hard about what I wanted to share with you guys today from your faculty. I'm eschewing some of the normal graduation speech go-tos, no metaphors about a journey, no poignant quotes. I'm a big believer in always being honest, not just when you're speaking in public, just in life in general. And also speaking from the heart, especially when you're not sure what to say. I found that's always a good way to go. So that's what I'm going to do here for a few minutes with you guys today. I found my heart to be incredibly heavy this year. I feel like all around me in every circle of my life, people are hurting. Nowhere have I seen this more than in our Louisburg family. I know from conversations many of you have had just inordinately difficult years this year as well. And I know this is a really depressing start to a really joyous occasion, but you guys hang with me, okay? For those of you that know me well, you know that marketing is one of my favorite classes to teach. I also really enjoy teaching a course on social media marketing. We're all aware at this point of the many pros and cons that come with the platforms and the connectivity that it provides us. But one of the positives that I have taken from social media and being a part of it over the last decade and a half is I love having former students reach out to me, and I love getting to connect and to see where you guys end up and what you're going to be doing. This is one of the biggest stages that we have here at the college. So I wanted to briefly share with you a little bit about two members of our family that we lost this year. Kelly Woles, she was in the class of 2012, and Nicole Ray from the class of 2018. They both passed away unexpectedly this year. Their deaths happened about 5 months apart, but I didn't end up finding out until the same month. It was just a rough month, just kind of a gut punch. Death is always jarring, but when it's people young, it's even so much worse. I want to tell you just a little about each of those students, and then I want to ask that we'll pause for just a moment to honor them. Kelly Woles, she was a member of our women's soccer team. She went on to play 2 more years at Methodist. Once she finished up her bachelor's degree, she moved to Hawaii. She was a business major while she was here at Louisburg, so I got to teach her in 3 or 4 of her different classes while she was here. She had one of the thickest Southern accents that I have ever heard, and as someone who's lived my whole life in the South, I mean, that's saying something. But there were times when I really struggled to understand her when she would speak out in class. Her coach, Andy Stokes, chimed in on social media, and he said that he was confident she was one of the best women's soccer players to ever come out of her hometown. Nicole Ray was a local girl. She was from Wake Forest, and I only taught her in our ACA, our Intro to College class. I just remember she was incredibly kind, and she had no idea what she wanted to do. She reached out to me a few years after she graduated, and she sent me the kindest message as my wife and I were working through the adoption process, and I'll always remember that. Can we take just a minute and have a moment of silence for these two former Louisburg graduates? Thank you for giving me that opportunity there. Again, to continue with sort of the depressing nature, there was another former student. She and her husband lost a child a week after it was born. So many alums have lost parents this year. It's just been hard. It's been a really hard year. But, you guys knew there was a but coming, right? But there's been a lot of really good and a lot of really positive that I've seen in our Louisburg family as well. So many marriages, so many engagements. Seth Johnson, who is pitching professionally in the Orioles organization after converting to be a pitcher for the first time here at Louisburg. He got engaged recently. Nicholas Skirpon, business major, he and his wife are expecting their first child. Jody Summerlin and Stephen Perry, both alums, they married each other recently. And Danny Alvarez, he went on to play soccer at William Peace, and he and his brother have recently started their own painting company, which as a business professor, that one really lets me feel pride, and I love seeing him do well. I've already told my wife the next big painting project is going to be going Danny's way at our house. It's going to keep me from looking lazy. It's just supporting entrepreneurs and supporting alumni. You know, that's how I'm framing it anyway. And really, that's my point. There is joy and pain ahead of you on the other side of this graduation. But you already knew that. Your family's all here to celebrate this big joyous occasion with you, and they will continue to be here, and they'll be there when the tough times come as well. And so will your Louisburg College family. We know you. We celebrate your successes, and we grieve with you when the trials of life come. So stay in touch with us. Talk to Lorenzo. He's a former business student. He's the head of our alumni association. I should have coordinated with him before I got up here today, but connect with him. He'll make sure you stay plugged in with the school. This place will become more and more special to you in a way that you can't fully understand now as the years go by. That teammate who is always pulling ridiculous pranks, that incredibly weird roommate you had who by the end of the year was your incredibly weird best friend, and if you didn't have a weird roommate, you probably were the weird roommate. The coach that supported you and pushed you, that faculty or staff member who invested some extra time in you and showed you that they cared about you as a person and not simply as a student. I promise, these things are much more rare than you realize. So as we celebrate you all today and all that you've done, know that we will always be your faculty and we will never stop pulling for you. Congratulations.
Now my privilege to present the Bessie Arrington Gupton and Naomi Dickens Shaw Awards for 2023. The Bessie Arrington Gupton Distinguished Service Award provides a cash award to a member of Louisburg College's faculty, staff, or student body who demonstrates outstanding and extraordinary service to the college. This Distinguished Service Fund has been established in memory of Mrs. Bessie Arrington Gupton, class of 1908, by her sons, Samuel Gupton and Willis Gupton, class of 1942. This year, there are 2 award winners. It is my honor to present the first 2023 Bessie Arrington Gupton Distinguished Service Award to our academic support services and learning partner staff, Mrs. Cherry Askew, Ms. Nancy Price, and Mr. Corey Williams. I am also presenting a second award. This second Bessie Arrington Gupton Distinguished Service Award goes to our Registrar and Director of Institutional Effectiveness, Mrs. Tanya Barnes-Jones. The Naomi Dickens Shaw Award was established by the Reverend Caswell Shaw, a former member of the Louisburg College Board of Trustees, in honor of his mother, Naomi Dickens Shaw, who graduated from Louisburg College in 1928. Mrs. Shaw was a dedicated alumna who returned to the campus at every opportunity from her home in Halifax. Mrs. Shaw loved Louisburg College and especially appreciated its mission for providing educational opportunities to the students it served. The Naomi Dickens Shaw Award recognizes teaching excellence among the faculty. The terms of endowment stipulate that the selection of the recipient will be made by a committee known only by the president. The 2023 recipient of the Naomi Dickens Shaw Award for Teaching is someone that cares deeply about our students and the college as a whole. It is my honor to present the 2023 Naomi Dickens Shaw Award for Excellence in Teaching to Mrs. Katie Bowling. Each year, students are recognized for their outstanding academic achievement. It is a tradition at Louisburg College to save the two most prestigious student awards for presentation at commencement. It is my pleasure to present the Isaac Dean Moon Awards and the Brantley Awards. The Isaac Dean Moon Award was established by the sophomore class of 1961 in honor of the late Professor Isaac Dean Moon, who taught at Louisburg College for 34 years, from 1936 to 1970. The awards are given for outstanding leadership, scholarship, and citizenship to a graduating male and female student. Selection of the recipients occurs by a vote of the faculty and staff. This year, there are 4 recipients. The 2023 recipients of the Isaac Dean Moon Award are Ms. Dessa Houston, Ms. Jocelyn Burton, Mr. Evan Suarez, and Mr. Joseph Coates. the late Reverend Allen P. Brantley, who was a member of the North Carolina Conference of the United Methodist Church and former member of the Louisburg College Board of Trustees, established the Brantley Awards to recognize outstanding scholarship among full-time students. The award is given to the graduating male and female students with the highest cumulative grade point average. This year, the female winners are Ms. Bailey Smith, and Ms. Felicia Joe Bunch. The male winners this year are Mr. Jake Waberti and Mr. Tyree Crudup. Please welcome our wonderful Dean of Students, Dr. Matthew Brigner, to the podium.
Morning. Good morning. Congratulations, graduates, on all your accomplishments here at Louisburg. And thank you for all you've contributed to this institution. Today, I have the distinct honor of introducing this year's student speaker. Casey Colin is from Fuquay-Varina, North Carolina, and is a proud Hurricane. An opportunity to join the track and field team was the reason he attended Louisburg College. But while here, he was blessed to become a part of the Louisburg College football volunteer staff, serving with the quarterback coach for one semester. He looks forward to additional future opportunities with the football team and plans to attend Liberty University to earn a degree in sports management. Casey says, Louisburg College has brought me three things: opportunities, friendships, and a plethora of mentorship. The faculty at Louisburg have invested so much time into my future, and I'm forever grateful. My friendships at Louisburg will be ones that I remember forever. The college has given me opportunities like no other. During Casey's tenure at Louisburg, he's been a student ambassador, which includes giving tours to potential students and families, showcasing the college, and showing school spirit. He received the Outstanding Ambassador Award for the past 2 years. In addition, he served as the Vice President of the Student Government Association. His family played an important role in his college experience. His parents are his #1 supporter, and they never miss a game, a track meet, a ceremony. He's thankful for his father, who inspired him to love coaching, for his mother, who pushes him to be his best and to be himself, and his 2 sisters, who are always his favorite phone calls. Casey says he can always count on his sisters for a word of advice or to be his cheerleaders. Casey's favorite Bible verse is Psalms 118, verses 6 and 7. The Lord is for me, I will not be afraid. The Lord is with me, he is my helper. He says that trusting in the Lord is his daily goal. He thanks the Lord for all his blessings, and he will continue to exemplify Christ in his journey through life. Casey acknowledges none of this would have been possible if I did not choose to be a Hurricane. Thank you, Louisburg College. So class of 2023, please join me in welcoming your 2023 student speaker, Mr. Casey Coland.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Brigner, for that wonderful introduction. Like said, my name is Casey Colant. First and foremost, congratulations to all the graduates here today. Our hard work and dedication has finally paid off. We worked hard for this moment and deserve to be here. I would like to thank God for giving me wisdom, guidance, and strength to speak in front of you today. I would also like to thank Student Life, the instructors, the registrar, the administration team, and the president, Dr. Brown. And last but not least, the entire Louisburg College football coaching staff and players. Thank you for giving me the incredible opportunity to become a better man, student, person, and coach through the lessons you've taught me during my time at Louisburg. Jimmy V is one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time. He was a coach at North Carolina State University and won a national championship for them in 1983. As the years passed, he was unfortunately diagnosed with cancer in 1992. He never let that stop him. Post-diagnosis, he won the Arthur Ashe Award at the 1993 ESPYs. The first time I watched Jimmy V give his acceptance speech upon winning this award, his three main points stuck out to me. So much that when I was asked to speak today, it was the first thing that came to my mind. Coach Valvano recommended we should do these three things every day. Number one is to laugh. You should laugh every day. Number two is to think. You should spend some time in thought. And number three is to have your emotions bring you to tears, if it's through happiness or joy. If we can do these three things each day, it'll be a heck of a day. If you laugh, you think, and you cry, it's a full day. Laughter brings joy. Thinking is everything conscious through mind and body. And and crying doesn't always have to be a sad cry. I know a few moms, dads, and students that will be crying tears of joy today. If you get a spare moment, look up this speech and the legacy Coach Valvano has left behind. I hope to honor him in my time I have today and give you the opportunity to do these three things. One word I want to discuss today is dream. The definition of dream is a cherished aspiration, ambition, or ideal. I want all of you to think about your dream. That dream you had when you were coming home from kindergarten and your teacher or parent wanted to know what you wanted to be when you grew up. You may have wanted to be an astronaut or play professional sports or own your own business. Mine was to be LeBron James. But later, I figured out I actually had to be tall to do that. Thankfully, I found a new dream to pursue at 12. I realized I wanted to follow in the footsteps of my father and become a football coach. My dad's favorite thing was being a coach. After he would come home from work, he would go straight to the field to be with his teams. He showed what dedication and drive meant to his players, and I hope to be like him one day. Thanks, Dad. The Louisburg College coaching staff pushed me to fulfill that dream. They believed in me. I was allowed to be my most authentic self, and they have created opportunities for me to grow as a coach and person in ways I didn't realize were possible. When preparing for today's speech, I stumbled across this poem written by John M. Nelson, an American author and poet. This poem is based on fulfilling your dreams, and I believe it relates to no dream being out of reach, too big, or too small. Always follow your dreams. Don't let them fade away. If you lose sight of your goal, it will haunt you someday. Always follow your dreams. As you shoot for the stars, nothing will be out of reach if you're willing to go far. Always follow your dreams. You have to believe. No one can ever stop you. if you're willing to achieve. Always follow your dreams. No matter how silly they appear, when others push them away, just pull your dreams near. Wasn't that a great poem? As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, we'll face many challenges and opportunities. Some of us have a clear vision of what we want to do, while others are still figuring it out. But regardless of what our dream is or where we stand, there's one thing that we should always keep in mind, is staying true to ourselves. It's easy to get caught up in what society expects of us. We're told to pursue specific careers, follow certain paths, and conform to certain norms. But in doing so, we risk losing sight of what really matters, our dreams and aspirations. Fulfilling your dreams isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. It requires hard work, dedication, and perseverance. It also requires the courage to be different, to follow your heart, and to take risks. My fellow graduates, I urge you to embrace your uniqueness, pursue your passions, and stay true to yourselves. Don't let anyone else define your success or happiness. Only you can do that. Stop for a moment and think about what brought us to this point as a collective class of graduates. I believe it was hope for our futures and the campus of Louisburg College. This hope is why we dreamed, struggled, achieved, and conquered, finally. I'd like to share one of my most treasured Bible verses from my childhood. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will not be faint." My fellow graduates, wherever your future takes each of you, remember your roots at Louisburg. These roots are strong, they run deep, and they will not let you go. My plan is to continue my academic career at Liberty University, majoring in sports management. I will continue to be a part of the Louisburg College football coaching staff, where I'll be helping out with quarterbacks and football operations. I guess you could say that 2 years just wasn't enough for me. In closing, I want to congratulate each and every one of you on this incredible achievement. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and I know you will positively impact the world. Keep moving forward, keep growing, keep learning, and as Coach Lee says, roll Canes.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you today our 2023 commencement speaker, Mr. John Hopkins Sr. Mr. Hopkins is the epitome of the American entrepreneurial spirit. With over 30 years of experience in strategic management and program development, he is the President and Chief Executive Officer of Family Solutions, USA. Under Mr. Hawkins' leadership, Family Solutions has scaled to over 9 offices across the United States, located in North Carolina, Texas, Ohio, Louisiana, Illinois, and the District of Columbia. Family Solutions is a national CARF accredited behavioral healthcare organization focused on improving lives through mental health, behavioral healthcare interventions, and substance abuse treatment. In his role, Mr. Hopkins is responsible for overseeing all operations and business activities to ensure that the desired results are produced and are consistent with the overall strategy and mission of the company. In addition, he has led Family Solutions expansion into new business sectors, including real estate, with the purchase, renovation, and development of a medical clinic and a psychiatric residential treatment facility. Mr. Hawkins states As the largest national, minority-owned, community-based service provider, I want our agency to be synonymous with providing effective, consistent, timely, and convenient access to all facets of mental health care. He continues to develop and refine his approach to business based on his depth of understanding in industry standards and his desire to create sustainable and scalable business models that inspire excitement and improve the world that we live in. Help me to welcome to the podium 2023 commencement speaker, Mr. John Hopkins Sr.
Good morning, everyone. I definitely like to thank you for that warm introduction. Also, I would like to thank the president of this historic institution, Dr. Brown, and his entire faculty. I like to say this, and I don't want all you all to know this. These are the most friendliest people I've ever met. They're very friendly, and I want you all to just give them a hand of appreciation if you could. You know, a lot of times you go to places and everybody act, they got a little, stuffiness with them. When I came into the main house, everyone was so cordial and they were so friendly, and I felt like I was right here in Louisburg. Amen. I felt good about it. And I'd like to say, I'm going to be sharing briefly concerning the theme of this graduation, which is dreams versus reality. Dreams versus reality. And when I heard your theme, I got kind of excited because the first thing that came to my mind when I heard the theme, dreams versus reality, the thing that came to my mind was a fight. And the fight is your dreams are fighting the realities of this world. And the realities of your life is fighting against your dreams that's in your heart. A little backdrop, I was born and raised right here in Franklin County in the big town of Bunn, North Carolina. Y'all know about Bunn, right? So being born in Bunn, I'm a country boy. So my reality was when I was about 10 years old, my mom and daddy dropped me off at my uncle's tobacco farm in Johnson County. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't know anything about farming or been on a farm, but back in those days, we worked in what we call the tobacco fields. And so I was a 10-year-old boy working in my uncle's tobacco field in the middle of July when it was 90 degrees outside. And one thing about working in tobacco, there was a term we had called priming tobacco. I can tell y'all I've never done that before. But you was outside and you were basically bent over most of the day gathering the leaves off a tobacco stalk. And as I was doing it at age 10, 11, and 12, that's when I got a dream. And my dream was this. My dream was the moment I turned 16 years old, I'm going to leave this tobacco field. Because back then, you had to wait to get a work permit and that kind of thing, and plus you needed transportation to drive to a job. So my dream was, I'm going to leave this tobacco field, and that day came, I turned 16 years old, and y'all know what I did? I left that tobacco field. When I left that tobacco field, I got what was called my first public job. And my first public job was right here in the town of Louisburg. Matter of fact, it was at an old grocery store that used to be named Winn-Dixie. Y'all remember Winn-Dixie, don't you? It's still, I think it's Carl C's or something now, but in my first job at Winn-Dixie, my first job was cleaning the toilets. Yeah, cleaning the toilets, mopping the floor, and buffing the entire floor of the grocery store. I want y'all to know this. I was the happiest toilet cleaner in Franklin County. Why was I happy? Because I was cleaning toilets inside of an air-conditioned building. I'm telling you, man, I was finally out of that sun. I'm telling you, so my dream became a reality when I was cleaning those toilets, I was cleaning those toilets, mopping that floor, and I was so happy to the point where they ended up giving me a promotion, you see. And I went from the toilet to the floor to the cashier. Y'all know I was big time then, I was big time. I had a little vest on and everything. I was up there scanning groceries and everything. Boy, I was living my dreams out right there at age 16. Also, when I was in that age time, I was in high school, and I had 2 jobs. I tell my kids this, I had 2 jobs in high school. One of my jobs was that I was a school bus driver. That's hard to believe today, isn't it? You 16 years old, you driving a school bus. I was a school bus driver, and I worked at Winn-Dixie. And why? Because I had a dream to make my life better. And I come to tell you that your dreams can become your reality. It doesn't matter how big your dream is. It doesn't matter how big the reality is, but your dream can become your reality. And when I was in that tobacco field, that's when I discovered what I call for myself, I discovered the 4 keys. The 4 keys are turning my dreams into my reality. And those keys were determination. I was determined to get out of that tobacco field, you see. Determination, and number 2 was dedication. I dedicated myself. I prepared myself. I did what was necessary in order for me to see my dreams become reality. And number 3, I had a focus. Like you all are sitting here today, this graduate class, you guys had a focus. You had a dream. That's why you're sitting here right now. You may felt like quitting. Sometimes you didn't feel like going to class, but you went anyway, right? You didn't feel like studying, but you studied anyway. Why? Because you were focused on this very day. And number 4, and one of the key principles I live by, is a fortitude. And fortitude is the strength, it's the courage. It's the ability to endure the pain. It's the ability to endure the hardships that come in our lives. And I come to tell you that realities, we all have realities in our lives, and some realities are real scary. There's some realities that come against us. They can be scary, they can be big, they can be large. But if you keep your focus, if you keep your determination, and you keep your fortitude, your realities and your dreams will become your reality. You see, and one thing about realities, I'm going to tell this from experience. Realities of life, they all have a voice. They have a voice. So one voice told you guys, one voice reality told you guys, you'll never graduate. You'll never make it to this point. One voice may say you're not smart enough. Sometimes the voice of reality may say something like you don't come from the right side of town, or you don't come from the right type of family, or you don't look the part. Sometimes you're trying to get something started. I had the business professor talking about. Sometimes realities may say you don't have enough money to do this, or you don't have the right type of credit background to do this. Realities are always talking each and every day, trying to convince you that your dreams would never come to fruition. But I want you to know, just like the realities of life has a voice, you must give your dreams a voice. You must give your dreams a voice. Every day, it's on the inside of me. It's in my heart. Every day, I give my dreams a voice. I look in the mirror sometimes, or sometimes I may be in the backyard or just walking around. I give my dreams a voice, and I say something like this. I said, I shall be who God has created me to be. I said, I shall do what God has created me to do, and I shall have all the things that God has created me to have. And one thing about that, when I began to cite those words, I began to gain control over the realities of my life. Because realities will always speak to your mind. But when you give voice to your dreams and you begin to tell yourself, I'm going to be that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have that. I'm going to do exactly what's in my heart to do. And when you say that, always remember there's a button in today's society called a block button. Any of y'all ever blocked somebody before? Don't be ashamed. You ain't gonna block some folk. Sometimes you got to block people. You got to block voices. You got to block the voices that are in opposition to your voice of your dream. Because everybody cannot handle your dream. Everybody don't believe in your dream. And sometimes you struggle to believe in your own dream. So you got to make sure you get people around you that's going to speak the same dream over your life that you're speaking for yourself. That's very important. Because graduating class, you're sitting here right now because you had a dream. And I want you to know your dream has now became your reality. Amen. Just like you made your dream a reality today, I want you to know that you have the ability to make dreams, your dreams, reality for the rest of your life. If you believe that, your dreams, you will be living in your dreams. I'm 58 years old. I know I don't look it, but anyway. Y'all can be more kind than that. But at 58, I feel like I'm just getting started. I have more dreams today than I had 20 years ago. And that's one good thing about it. Nobody can put limitations on your dreams but yourself. As long as you, doesn't matter, and I heard a lady praying a while ago, so evidently you all do believe in someone called God. And there's no one bigger than him, and God doesn't put any limits on your dreams. So I would encourage you all to keep dreaming and keep pressing forward, be determined, and watch your dreams become your reality for the rest of your life. Thank you, and God bless you.
Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts in General College, Associate of Science in Business, and the Associate of Science in General Science degrees please stand? President Brown, these candidates have completed all the coursework required for their degree and have been approved by the faculty and certified by the registrar. It is my distinct pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of their degree. President Brown, as Vice President of Academic Life here at Louisburg College, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Associate of Arts in General College, Associate of Science in General Science, and Associate of Science in Business.
Dr. Lockhart and our Louisburg College faculty, by the authority vested in Louisburg College by the state of North Carolina, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the Louisburg College Board of Trustees, and upon the successful completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon these students the Associate of Arts, the Associate of Science, and the Associate of Business degree.
Graduates, you may be seated. The names of students participating in commencement are printed in your program. As you read the names, you will notice that some of our participants plan to complete their degree requirements this summer. Students that are expected to complete their degree requirements during the summer are noted within your commencement program, and those students will only receive diploma covers today. The recipients of the Associate of Science in Business will now receive their diplomas. Jalen Deshawn Brown. Honors. Dessa Houston. Taylor Honors Program, magna cum laude. Arnav Jain, honors, summa cum laude. Cameron Monique Lynch. Carmen Janae Lynch. Ibrahim Ismail Mete. Jared David Miller, honors cum laude. Akeem Ibrahim Page. Luigi Botello De Piccoli, honored cum laude. Madison Nicole Rose, honors. The recipients of the Associate of Arts and General College will now receive their diplomas. Tayari Rashid Allen. Michael Jermaine Avery. Aisha Raylene Baker. Michael Brout. Omar Lamar Brown, honors. Felicia Joe Bunch, honors, cum laude. Jocelyn Lee Burton, honors, cum laude. Emily Ray Campbell, honors. Andrea Cazares Vasquez. Jacob Anthony Chacon Martinez, honors, summa cum laude. Vanessa Chavez Javier. Quantez Michael Christian. Joseph Seth Coates, Taylor Honors Program, summa cum laude. Casey Joseph Colant. Miracle Renee Cordell. Albie Sophia Corona Alvarez. Tyree LaRon Crudup, honors, cum laude. Armando Orlander Sirius. Deja Danae Davis, honors. Kenneth Conrad Davis. Jordi Jesus Dunan Cordon. Bailey, Alaska, Ann Evans, honors, cum laude.
Come on, last game!
Jimmy Lee Forte, honors, cum laude. Jason Isaiah Foster.
Love you too.
DeMonte Artemis Furman. Jacob Matthew Galuzzo. Demetrius Gavin Gatlin Jr. Raymond Lee Hall IV. Carly Grace Hannah. Justice Tyree Jason. Sean Lamont Johnson. Sabwa Oliver Carlota. Justice Jaheim Lawrence. Ty Grayson Lawrence. Honors. Cum laude. Riley Ann Lingerfeld. Jean Carlos Morello. John Otero Rubio. Honors. Tanner Gage Wallet. Honors. Kimberly Pacheco Ramirez. Emma Belin Pedraza. Honors. Cum laude. Emily Lane Prince. Leslie Reyes Melendez. Honors. Summa cum laude. Elena Leanne Rivera. Jake A. Roberti. Honors. Magna cum laude. Summer Danielle Roberts. True Emmanuel Robinson. Junior Jared Roque Campos. Elisha Sanders. Krishan Joshua Saunders. Kyria Kishay Shipping. Alan Francisco Severio Rodriguez. Andrew David Stanley Honors, cum laude. Amrit Samuel Keith Stewart. Corbin Malik Umble. Davion Ahmad Vick. Cameron Deshaun Williams. Zaire Malik Williams, Taylor Honors Program, cum laude. Bobby Wright. Jada Joe Zimmerman. The recipients of the Associate of Science in General Science will now receive their diplomas. Karini Sarahi Campbell. Sophia Lemalu Batiliga, Taylor Honors Program, cum laude.
My girl.
Alexis Rain Hammond. Jonathan Crawford Nix, Taylor Honors Program, cum laude. Catherine Ann Robinson, Taylor Honors Program. Bailey Marie Smith, honors, summa cum laude. Evan Hart Suarez, Taylor Honors Program, summa cum laude. Antonia Elizabeth Worley, Taylor Honors. Will the Louisburg College, class of 2023, please stand. To signify receiving your degree, please move your tassel from the right side to the left side. Faculty, staff, present to you the Louisburg College class of 2023. Please join Graduates, please offer appreciation to your family and the Louisburg College faculty for the role that they have played in making this day possible. Would everyone please stand and join in the singing of the alma mater. The words are printed on page 3 of your commencement program. Following the alma mater, please remain standing for the benediction and the recessional. Please stay at your seat. Keep the aisles clear until the faculty and our graduates have left the auditorium. Thank you. Receive this blessing as you go from Louisburg into the world. May you have the commitment to go into the world, being led by the great spirit of hope and imagination, to see the gifts and the achievements that the Almighty Creator calls out of you. May you have the courage to live your impossible dreams so that they become possible. May you have the courage not to look back because you are confident that the source of all creation will use you in a mighty way for the purpose to which you are called. As you go forth, put into practice the accumulated knowledge that you have received. Go forth with your feet firmly planted on the solid ground plowed by your family, your friends, your teachers of your heritage, and your society. Go to heights quite beyond your present capabilities as you follow the lead of God, who gives faith, wisdom, understanding, and blessings. Go knowing that what you receive today is yours, and that nothing can separate you from the great source of knowledge and wisdom that our Master bestows. Go in peace. Amen.